It is my distinct pleasure and honor to introduce the NACDS Chairman of the Board, Martin Otto. Martin.
He's been a principal for advocacy as the chairman of NACDS. Now Randy Edeker sharing his final moments on stage as a leader of the organization with incoming chairman Martin Otto, chief merchant and CFO of HEB.
Our industry and NACDS is well positioned to move forward thanks to your leadership. And Randy, on behalf of the NACDS Board of Directors, we'd like to offer you this plaque in recognition of your fantastic leadership during the past year.
Thank you, Martin.
The advocacy work we've done with government relations and really digging in and helping members of the Senate and the House understand really complex issues that we really need their help and support to get through. I think that's what I'm most proud of.
A big morning for NACDS as the organization welcomes a new chairman to help with the trade association's policies and priorities.
And the NACDS has a lot to look forward to over the next year. Martin Otto told NACDS TV his focus will be broken down into 3 parts.
One is to put together the meetings that allow retailers and suppliers to get together and do business, and that's job one. Job two is to advocate on behalf of pharmacy with lawmakers, regulators, and also the standards groups that set the standards for the industry. And then the third objective, I'd say, is to educate about healthcare broadly so that we can all work together collaboratively with other industry sectors to do the best job that we can for our patients over the long term.
He was named one of the 100 most influential leaders in the world by Time magazine for his impressive 41-year career in the U.S. Army. And on Tuesday, General Martin E. Dempsey was praised by NACDS members in a well-deserved standing ovation. As chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff for the U.S. Army, General Dempsey made it his goal to keep our borders safe.
I think it's amazing to see someone that has dedicated so much of their life to our country, and then to spend the time to give us some of his messages around be humble. And I think as leaders, we all need to take a look at that and go, are we being a humble leader and really bringing our teams along with us?
Terrorism was number 1 at 16%. Number 2 was dissatisfaction with the government at 13%. This is the end of 2015. The economy at 9%.
Those statistics come from a poll done at the end of 2015, where 16% of Americans addressed terrorism and national security as their number 1 concern. Dempsey says national security is much more complex than politicians make it out to be.
You know, the 5 threats that I mentioned, or potential threats, Russia, China, North Korea, Iran, and the networks, terrorism. That's not an a la carte menu. I mean, and sometimes in an election campaign it can be portrayed as an a la carte menu. I'll just pick this one and I'll explain how I'm going to deal with that. But dealing with each of those challenges individually impacts on our ability to deal with them collectively. And we're big enough to be able to do more than one thing at a time.
The most productive days we spend during the year, the opportunity to reach this many people and have this many conversations about where we see the world going is just invaluable.
I have tremendous strategic discussions here which set the stage for future growth.
It's the people that attend here. It's the greatest show in our industry.
We are closing out a fantastic week of business and new strategic partnerships here at the NACDS annual meeting.
And we hope you're planning to join us next year at the Venetian in Scottsdale, Arizona.